Alors, my first question is, in filming the movie, do you feel the pressure or film a movie that is from a book that is very well known and very loved in the years?
Yes, I think Iran would feel it more than us. And he was the one, my godfather, Jean-Claude Carrière, that adapted so many books for a screenplay. He was always telling me that if you want to make a good movie out of a book, you need to betray the book. Otherwise, the movie is going to be a catastrophe. If you want to make the book into a movie, it's not going to work. So I think it's important to accept this. And we drive with Azar here in the car, and she watched the movie. We haven't watched the movie. And she said, it's funny, it's not me, it's not my book, but the feeling is the same.
Oh.
So this is a big compliment, is that, and she was very happy. She said, it's not me, you don't look like me.
I'm sorry.
It's not the same, but bless you. But the feeling is the same. The sensations and the emotions are the same.
Great. You?
I think she's right. The pressure is especially for the director.
writer, yeah,
Yes, for us, we play what they give us as a script. But there's, I don't call it like pressure. I call it more inspiration.
Okay. Like ambition.
No, for me it wasn't the pressure. It was especially how I can really understand the soul of her book, and the beginning, I just wanted to know, at least what is concerned personally, me, that who is Nasrin, really, what is her role in the whole book, what is her presence, and it's strange because suddenly I was like that, no, I should create it myself too, because otherwise I'm not going to create a character. I should create it through me, through Golshifteh, my professor. And so it was like that more.
No.
For me too, I also, because I knew Azar personally, and I knew her, how she was, but I told Iran that I'm not gonna play Azar. I'm gonna play my Azar, and the Azar that I think I feel and it's written.
Yeah.
But because I knew her, and I have heard so many stories about how she was, and I know that the Azar in real life is very different with the Azar I played. She's much more playful, much more of a naughty Azar, but I didn't play Azar as a quirky Azar. It's a very grounded Azar, because I felt that's what we need more.
Absolutely. And we are living in very difficult times, Israel and Gaza, with Iran and Israel, Yemen. Are you optimistic about the culture can save the world? Because in the movie, we saw this, but in the reality, it's very difficult to hope that culture can really save the world.
I think art and culture cannot save the world, but art and culture can inspire people to save the world. It's not that directly a book or a movie can change the world, but the effect of that piece of art can be in such strong impact on a society that the society will be inspired to change the world. So I think the importance of art and culture is really, especially today, significantly important, because politicians, they destroy, artists, they put it back together. So now that the destruction and darkness is more and more, we have to go back and sew everything, put back everything together. It's our job. This is the job of the artist, to create connections, not to disconnect. Now this world is being exploded, and we are together with Iran. We are making this movie. We put things back together. We hold hand. We save your humans. And that's what we do. They tear apart, we sew it back together.
My last question is, we are at the Roma Film Fest. What kind of relationship do you have with Italian movies? Do you have a favorite Italian movie?
Personally, my whole inspiration is cinema coming from Italian cinema. I'm first of all I have to tell that I'm a crazy lover of Visconti. I'm crazy about all his movie and of course Fellini and Antonioni and it's they are all the directors who influenced me a lot, and especially the Italian actresses like Monica Vitti, Anna Magnani. They are I constantly trying, really all the time to sing again and again, like Aventura. It's just or Red Desert. Yeah, exactly. So they are the movies that really inspired me a lot. Yeah.
And how sad it is that the government is not giving enough subsidizing it to make it survive, because author cinema cannot survive without the help of the government. And the Italian cinema is like Colosseum. It's like a heritage, not only for Italians, for the world. We have all been inspired by Italian cinema. Italian cinema Italian directors in Italy can make Italian cinema. It's just nothing else can look like that.
And you're moving your hands like an Italian when
Yes,
you
I
say
know.
this.
I know. And the fact that and the fact that it's very sad that this jewel, this heritage, is dying by ignorance of politicians. That they don't realize that how important is the Italian cinema, as important as Sistine Chapels and Colosseum. As you protect that, you had to protect this too, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, and I feel proud of France and Germany again, because these two countries are still subsidizing their cinema, and I wish that this would have been the case also in Italy, because I'm so much in love with Italian cinema.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.